Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. And it's fouled away. 1-2. Here it comes. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right facing back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. No balls and 1 strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Conforto coming in. He makes the play, and that'll end the. Now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed 2-seamer is almost unhittable.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Here's the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. LeMahieu on the move, and that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. 2-1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Number 68 waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
That's wide, 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Story picks it up, and a good throw gets him one gone. So the base is empty here with one away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bruce, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2. Still 1-2.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A shot down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Smoke toward the hole. That's a hit. The first of the game for the Mets. Now at the plate, David Wright, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Frazier is off at first with two away. Runners off for second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he will strike him out. At the plate, Kyle Freeland. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the sixth. Hit to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And there's a base hit on the line. In now for Colorado, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lays off 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runners on first with one down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
3-2 full count. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw to third. And he's safe. Here's Nolan Arenado, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch coming, here it is. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike three. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He went deep last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Conforto is there. And that ends the inning. So stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Next up from New York, Jacob deGrom looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat, and he fouls this one off. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story plays it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He went down on strikes last time up. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit back toward the mound. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Stepping in, number 68. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. From the stretch, Rosario makes a move from first. Pitch outside, the throw. 2 out here and a runner at second. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Hit down the line at first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So striding in, Carlos Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The right fielder, number 5. Carlos.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto is in pursuit. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Left fielder.
Settling in now, David Dahl. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And quickly there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Ian Desmond. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. The 2-2. Grounded to short. Rosario's got it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Stepping in, Chris Iannetta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And, oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third. So he moves all the way up to third here. The 2-2. And he struck him out, his eighth punch out of the ball. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Now the 1-0. There's a changeup offered at and missed. Cespedes behind a ball and two strikes.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball three now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Hit on the ground to short. Story scoops it up on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home seventh. Here's Jay Bruce now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Gonzalez, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Todd Frazier now, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that misses ball one. Two and 0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a little tapper. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Blackmon going back at the track. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. Striding into the box, David Wright. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. High in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez has a read on it. And the inning is over. Striding in for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland will start us off in the 8th. Matt Holliday will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 7.
Seth Lugo has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And a whiff at a good slider that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Missed with a breaking ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now
so they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1-0 the count. Popped him up. Rosario has a play, and that retires the side. Jake McGee is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now batting, Jerry Blevins. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Brandon Nimmo will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Missed with a slider. McGee has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into right field, that's a base hit. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 68 is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Strike taken, the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosario stands at second with 2 gone. And it's 1-2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch is a swing and a high pop-up. McGee is under it, and that's the 3rd out. Robert Gesellman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And a strikeout here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
There's Carlos Gonzalez. He waits on deck. He's got to hurry, and he'll get in there safely. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-2. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Number 2 down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Colorado. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave them 7 strong innings and sets things up perfectly for the bullpen to seal the deal.
From the Burrow. Standing in, Lorenzo Cain. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Milwaukee, center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
The 0-2 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Conforto has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto has a play. 2 down. Here's Brian Braun now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's just 1 for 6. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
To 2-2 now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective.
Got him looking. Striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball one. The 1-1 home. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Batting second baseman.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Garcia fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time to take care of right, and that's the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Yoenis Cespedes, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Miley, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. The kids are buying his jerseys.
Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Aguilar on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end. So here's the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto is calling for it. 1 down. Stepping into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that misses 2-2. Here's another 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time at first for route number 2. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
2-0 count. The pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike 1. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Moving under it, Conforto. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce.
Leading up for the Mets.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. And the throw goes right by him at second. Standing in, Todd Frazier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air now, out to right field. After it is Yelich. He can't get there as it falls in. Bruce rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. Comes set with the 0-1. Tap down the line. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. Here comes the first pitch. That's a strike to throw down. 0-1, here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Reyes stands at second with no outs. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the runner's on his way home. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. Popped him up. Arcia calls for it. And that ends the inning. Into the box, Manny Pena, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Next for Milwaukee, Orlando Arcia. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Here's a high pop-up. Syndergaard is under it near the mound, and that retires the side. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. First time up, he went down looking. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch takes a knee-high fastball. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Wright. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Pena waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. And that's in there for strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. In is Christian Yelich. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. And that one got a piece of him. Into the box now, Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Here's the 0-2. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike. At the plate, Jay Bruce. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. There's 1 away. And it's fouled away. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He's a 9-year major league vet. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the 2nd casualty of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play. In fact, leading off the inning, Jesus Aguilar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. One and 1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hit out towards second. Wright has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. The 3rd baseman, Mike Moustakas now. flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Manny Pena. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
And he just misses with a curveball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Ready for another chance? Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike. And this one gets away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Swing, strike 2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think...
Threw it right past. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Leading up for the net.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Travis
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Pena moving to his left. 2 gone. So here now's the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Rounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is... Leading off the inning, Wade Miley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The pitcher, number 20, Wade Miley.
Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Two pitch just missed.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reyes is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready once again, Christian Yelich. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Little tapper down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Ahmed Rosario. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kane is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Next for the Mets, David Wright. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out. Riding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out to throw. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part.
Cespedes at second with 2 down. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and he... Ready now, Ryan Braun, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Conforto is there now to make the play on Braun, and the Sluggers retired on just 1 pitch. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Coming to the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit down the third baseline. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row, he's set. Now at the plate, Todd Frazier. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. In now, Jose Reyes.
Right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Runners on the move for second. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So coming to the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He went down on strikes last time up. First things first, here's a throw over. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Count still at 1-2. Frazier, base runner at first with 1 out. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this will be fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Shaw is there. And that ends the inning. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Number 9.
Digging in, Manny Pena. Last time through was a base hit. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. Around second now and headed for third. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Digging in now, Orlando Arcia. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's off.
A swing and a miss. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Noah Syndergaard.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. To short. Arcia has it. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Stepping up now, David Wright, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In time as he just gets the tag down. The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Two and 2. Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out hit means that Yoenis Cespedes will bat this inning. Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. First offering on its way. Hit hard to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So now the Brewers pitcher, Wade Miley, was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Curtis Granderson is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. And right into the shift. Bruce takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. In now is Lorenzo Cain. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Sharp ground ball to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock. In is Christian Yelich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top MLB Network comes to you live from the Mile High City, and that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Second baseman.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Hit on the ground out for short. Story picks it up. Throw to first is in time to take care of right, and that's the second out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. Batting at an even .400. He's taken him deep once. And he will get there to make the running. So striding forward now, Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. At the plate, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Hit out towards second. And the throw will take care of him, so it's a brisk start to the home first tonight as there are 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. In previous duels with DeGrom, just a 2-for-14 line, so advantage pitcher here. 1-0 the count. Hit sharply on the ground. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Behind 0-2 now. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing in a miss.
And we'll have to leave it there. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Infield in the overshift here now the pitch. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. So 1-1 home. There's a fastball that misses.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Iannetta is under it. He's got it 1 away. So digging in now, Todd Frazier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sliders in for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Center fielder.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story is there, and the side. Coming to the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Carlos.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Now at the plate, David Dahl.
Batting fifth, left fielder, David Dahl.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
He's safe.
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond.
Batting seventh, first baseman, Ian Desmond.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Gonzalez over at second. Dahl at first with no outs. Sent out to straightaway center field. Conforto patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. At the plate, Chris Iannetta. He's set and the pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Chris Iannetta becomes out number 2 this inning. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. The count now at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
He got him. Lively fast. Next step from New York, Travis d'Arnaud. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now. It's 3-2. There's Jose Reyes. He waits on deck. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Jose Reyes. Swinging a ground ball to third. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Coming to the plate now, Jacob deGrom. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Third inning, no score to this point. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Got him on the good slider there. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. First pitch on its way. Bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Short, hit hard. Rosario brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves an error. Stepping in, David Wright comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cespedes tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Now in the box, Jay Bruce. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Too low, 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And he fouls this one off. Darno might try to make a play on it. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first down. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Throw gets him. 2 down. So striding in, David Dahl. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
2 things pitchers really love.
Threw it right past. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High and deep to right center. Blackmon going back to the track. But he won't get there. It falls in. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. A swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Conforto, a 25-year-old who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a changeup over the outside corner. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he misses 2-1. Runner goes for third. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Now a bunt attempt here. The tag, and he is out. Settling in now, Jose Reyes. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Gall's in pursuit. And he makes the catch in the corner. Striding into the box, he and Desmond as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out. 1 away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Gray. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5.
A swing and a miss. Now batting, Jacob deGrom. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that's the 2nd out. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. That 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. In time, and he is nailed at second. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one. And I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2. Hit high and deep to right center. Conforto on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits to this point. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Cespedes is retired, and there's 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jay Bruce. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 0-1 the count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And there's out number 2. Here's Todd Frazier now. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that catches the inside corner. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez has a read on it. And the inning is over. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
In now for Colorado, Carlos Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Swung on and missed. 1-1. No one out with a runner at second.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit.
And that's going to plank the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in once again, Ian Desmond. 0-for-2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Hard on the ground towards short.